The message arrived at 2:17 a.m., casting a sharp blue light across the ceiling. Is he gone? For a heartbeat, I believe it had been sent to me. My chest actually rose with hope until I saw the name at the top of the screen. It wasn't mine. It was hers. And the phone wasn't resting on my side of the bed. It lay on the nightstand, face down and locked. My wife slept next to me, her breathing slow and even, as if the world hadn't shifted at all. I didn't shake her awake. I didn't reach for the phone right away either. I just stared upward into the dark, that single question looping in my mind. Is he gone? Gone where? And why did the answer feel like something I already understood? Looking back, the clues had been gathering for months. A missed call she dismissed with a quick laugh. A new passcode on her phone. For work security, she'd explained. Showers the second she walked through the door, as though she needed to rinse the entire day from her skin. And the way she said my name less and less, as if it had grown too light to carry. I convinced myself I was imagining things. Marriages have quiet stretches, I told myself. Love doesn't always announce itself loudly. The morning after she left for work, I finally picked up her phone. My hands were steady, which frightened me more than if they trembled. The passcode was our anniversary date. That detail cut the deepest. I didn't scroll through everything. I didn't have to. There were heart emojis where my name used to be. Private jokes I'd never been part of. Plans written in fragments, like the rest had already been spoken somewhere else. And then another text from the same number as before. I can't wait until you're finally free. I sat on the edge of the bed and laughed. Not because it was amusing, but because some part of me had been preparing for this for a long time. As if my body had accepted it before my heart was willing to. I didn't confront her. I didn't shout, cry, or demand answers. I packed a bag, set my ring on the kitchen counter, and left the house without saying a word. For 3 days, I stayed in a cheap roadside motel. I ignored her calls. Her messages shifted tone, confused, then furious, then pleading. Where are you? We need to talk. Please, this isn't what you think. On the 4th day, someone knocked at my door. I knew it was him before I opened it. He looked unremarkable, slightly taller than me, maybe nervous, the kind of man you'd pass in a grocery aisle and forget by the next one. He gripped his car keys like they were armor. She didn't tell me you'd leave, he said, as if that burden somehow belonged to me. I felt exhausted in my bones. You shouldn't be here. She's falling apart, he continued. She says you won't respond. I just wanted to explain. Explain what? I asked softly. How long it's been, or how you managed to believe this wouldn't ruin anyone. He swallowed. I didn't mean for it to happen. No one ever does, I replied. And for the first time, I believed that he believed it. He glanced past me into the motel room, like he expected to find her standing there. She loves you, he said, almost begging. Something settled inside me then. Not fury, not bitterness, just clarity. Then she shouldn't have needed you. I answered and closed the door before he could continue. Later that night, I finally took her call. She cried. She confessed. Not theatrically, just in small, fractured sentences. She said she felt unseen. She said it began with conversations. She said she never intended to hurt me. I told her I believed her, and that was the hardest truth of all. But believing someone doesn't restore trust. Love doesn't cancel out decisions, and apologies can't turn back time. A week later, I returned to the house to gather the rest of my belongings. The rooms felt tighter, the silence heavier. Every photograph looked like proof of a life that had already closed. I didn't leave hating her. I left resenting the version of myself who might have stayed simply to avoid the hurt. Now, months later, I'm still putting myself back together, slowly, quietly. Some nights the betrayal still pounds against my chest without warning. But I no longer open the door to it. I've learned that walking away without a speech wasn't cowardice. It was the first honest act I'd done for myself in years.